Okay, here's just a little quickie video, how to max rewards, get over 2,600, actually get over 2,700 in Treasury with Dracon. I do have a mark that makes it a lot easier. I don't know that it's essential. What is essential is a devil and some POA emblems. The basis for this strat is something that Diesel from NA6 figured out, so credit to him. Your Devil's Withering will tick right at 130, and with the POA emblem, because of the penetration on it, presumably because nothing else comes close. But you can kill some of the dwarves right the instant the match starts. And if you're aware with the mechanics, some of them have little blue glowy orbs on them. When those ones die, one of your spells at random gets a 1 second off its cooldown. This is the basis of a strat that I used, that I've been sweeping first in Treasury forever on my server since back in May. With Sandro and trying to Earth Arrow one of those little blue glowy orbs at the start and get your ult cooldown so you can use it quicker, and then you can kill 21 waves instead of 20 waves. What Diesel was able to do is actually kill 22 waves with Sandro, and it takes insane timing, and basically you just in some RNG you start the match, and if you happen to get enough cooldown reduction on either Death Ripple or your ult, and you can kill the first wave within the first second of the fight starting, and then you kill each next wave within like 0.02 seconds of them appearing, you can get 22 waves, which is, you know, crazy. It also makes it a lot easier to go for 21 waves with Sandro, just because you don't have to be trying to Earth Arrow shit right at the out gate. In fact, you can just let the second Withering tick kill everything, and don't have to worry about casting anything till the second wave. And so to be clear, Sandro is still the best at Treasury. I did happen to beat my 21 wave Sandro score, but that's just because I got really lucky on the number of Dwarf Lords that spawned. Fewer is better because they spawn in place of 9-man, so they are 1 kill instead of 9. And besides the guaranteed 4 on the first wave, every wave can spawn anywhere from 0 to 4. So once you can get 21 waves killed, then you just have to keep doing it until you get fewer Dwarf Lords than usual. Anything under 40 is a good score. And I'll show a couple different scores. But this time I only spawned 35 of them. I was just trying to show proof of concept, that it was even possible to get 21 waves with Dracon. I definitely was not expecting to beat my score, but hey, I'll take it. But basically, now that I've finished an entire lesson on Treasury, that is longer than the actual run, you want to kill the entire wave all at once. If you do that, it'll respawn all at once 4 seconds later. If you kill half of it, and then 2 seconds later you kill the other half of it, the next wave will spawn in half 4 seconds after the respective half of it died. Now, theoretically, you could get 21.5 waves like this if you wiped out half of it with the Withering tick, but that's actually a bad idea in general, because if you're killing it in halves, then you have to be able to wipe the screen twice as often. And for this strategy in particular, that's extra bad because the devil is one jumpy, difficult to clone motherfucker. But if you get enough of them cloned, so that the ticks on their Withering are staggered, so as each wave of dwarf spawns, one of the devil's clones, or at least, is about to tick Withering. Because Withering ticks every 2 seconds, the waves spawn every 4 seconds. So you'd think by that math that they would spawn right into a Withering, and if you got your Withering strong enough, you could just stand there and get max waves. It doesn't work that way. There's like a split-second difference, so that's why I thought of the solution of bringing a bunch of devils. So once you got a few cloned up, if their Withering lines up properly and the waves are dying all at once, it'll be a lot easier to maintain your little clone army because they won't be jumping around. And that's where marking Death Ripple comes in handy. Say a wave spawns and it doesn't get ticked by Withering right away, you can clear it. Or if you accidentally kill some early and you're getting it staggered, you can use the Death Ripple to even things out and get the whole wave spawning again at once. I always save the last one too to use right at the very last second, just in case the final wave spawns, but you don't kill them all before time runs out. And that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and just let my high score here run all the way through. You'll see that I get through the initial clones during the 4 second breaks between waves. And you can see I use this first Death Ripple here because I don't have but 2 devils and probably not about to get a withering tick. Then I'll just let the video play if you want to see it again. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your treasury scores, unless you're in NA13.
Devil opened up his case and said,
I'll start this show.
Fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. He dragged the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. Johnny said,
"We are pretty good, old son. But sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done." Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. That chicken in the red band picking out dough. Granny doesn't talk about no child, no.
Bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said,
"Devil, come on back if you ever want to try again. I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best it's ever been."
He played fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in the red pan picking out dough.